Good morning, Fran Wolf here, and today we're going to be making dairy bagels, yogurt bagels. They're delicious, they're easy, fast to make. It takes 10 minutes to put it together, 25 minutes in the oven, and they're Mezonot bagels, and they're good for the day you bake them. They're good for 2 days after that. Just keep them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them if you're not going to be using them within that period of time, and you'll enjoy them as long as you can. The recipe I'm making now is only 4 bagels. You can double it or triple it, whatever you like. It's so fast to make that it's no problem making them just before dinner, and you'll have them ready for dinner or breakfast before everybody gets up. And you can slather them with the homemade cream cheese that I did in my other video. Okay, we're going to start. The recipe calls for, let me show you the recipe first. The recipe calls for 1 cup of white flour, all-purpose flour. You can use whole wheat part and part white flour. You can use part multigrain flour and part white flour, and or use all white flour. It's great either way you do it. I made 1 batch using multigrain, and now I'm going to do a batch using whole wheat, half whole wheat and half white. So we're going to measure our half a cup of whole wheat, half a cup of white, and all it needs now is 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1, that's a 1/4, and here's a 1/2. And then you're going to be using 1 cup of yogurt. Now you have to use Greek yogurt, but it can be 0%, 2%, 3%, whatever you like. And I'm using the 2%, 1% today, whatever you like. Add that to your flour mixture and stir. And when it gets too shaggy to stir with your spoon, get your hands in there. There we go. These are delicious and they're easy to make, and I make yeast bagels often, but these are great for a dairy meal. You can top them with seeds, with cinnamon sugar if you want it for dairy. You'd have to brush it with a little bit of oil or butter and then sprinkle cinnamon sugar on it, or sesame seeds or poppy seeds, anything you'd like. Today I'm going to be using Trader Joe's all mixed seeds, but you can make that at home. There's lots of recipes online to make your own mixed seeds. And here, I've got them as much done with my, and now I'm getting my hand in there and just getting it into a ball. And that's all there is to it. It takes 2 minutes to put together, I think. You don't have to rise it. You're just ready to make it as soon as they're put together into a ball. And here we are. Follow me, and I'm going to show you how to shake them. Sprinkle your surface with a little bit of flour, and get your hands full of flour. And now we're going to divide them. This will make 4 bagels, so we're going to divide them into 4 quarters. Okay, and you can make bagels with holes in 2 different ways. I'll show you 2 different ways to make it. One is the where you roll it into a snake and then fold it over. I'll show you that way. And I like to wet my hands so that when they fold together, they stick. So I'll wet this part, fold it over, and there you go. Put it on your parchment-lined baking sheet. And I'll show you how to make the other way of making the bagels. Just put them into a circle. Poke your finger. Also, it should be wetted, makes it easier to do. Poke your finger in the middle and there you go. Okay, I'm going to make the other two. I'll make one of each kind so you can see that again if you'd like. Then they go into the oven at 375 for 25 minutes. Check them because each oven is different. Mine take 2 minutes longer, but check your oven and see how it goes and how dark you like them. That's the third, and one more to go. Got your ball shape. You can make them bigger because the holes do get closed down a bit when they're baking. So if you want the holes bigger, you can do that. Okay, then you can wash it with egg wash using a whole egg. You can wash it with egg white and they come out paler. You can wash it with egg yolk, they come out darker. Here are the ones from the oven and I'll show you the difference. These two are done with the rope shape, and this one is with egg yolk and this is with egg white. Okay, now we're going to I'm going to put the egg white and egg yolk together. I'm doing one and mix them up. I don't have a brush for milchiks, but if you have a brush, it's the best way to do it. You have your oven preheated to 375, which is probably what you should start off with when you start the recipe. And as you can see, it just took us 10 minutes to put together to this point, and it'll take another 25 minutes in the oven, and you're good to go. This will go much faster with a proper brush. That's on my shopping list. Alexa, add silicone brush to
What should I add?
Add silicone brush to my shopping list.
I've added silicone brush to your shopping list.
Thank you. She's my friend in the kitchen. She keeps time for me. She reminds me to do things. She's great. Okay, I think that's okay. And now we're going to sprinkle it. Now you can sprinkle it with whatever you want. Today I'm doing the Trader Joe's mix. I usually make my own, but I have some here, so I'm going to use it. And that's it. This is the before, this is the after. Enjoy your bagels. I hope you make them and I hope you like them. And I'll see you again at another video. Bye.